couple of things. Number one, I completely forgot to make any changes to my team. I still managed to achieve above average points, which I probably ended up doing better than if I had remembered. Number two, this is the second time I recorded this episode, because the first time I made the same mistake I made the previous week, and I had no audio, so I'm an idiot. However, the advantage there is that we do get to talk about some of the events which have happened today, i.e. centred around Paul Pogba, and a little bit about the Ballon d'Or awards, or the FIFA awards, that happened last night. So there's some interesting things then. But, as I said, 58 points, so not really disappointed. De Gea did okay. He did concede, but he made some good saves. Wan-Bissaka is one of the main men in the team. Bonus points for him. For Crystal Palace, didn't get an assist or anything, but bonus points, got a clean sheet, I guess. Trippier came in for Mendy, who didn't play. Is he injured, I guess? For injury, yeah. Don't know. Shame, because he was playing really well, Mendy. Virgil van Dijk didn't make the end of the match. He was taken off after, 54 minutes as precaution, which means he didn't get his clean sheet bonus. But Alexander-Arnold did get a clean sheet bonus because he was on and he got an assist as well. So, well done, Trent Alexander-Arnold, my highest scorer for the week. Unfortunately, I had Hazard as captain. He was left there from the previous week. I think I probably would have put Aguero as captain, to be honest, if I'd have remembered. I'd been so busy with work and playing FIFA, I completely forgot about, real football. So, I probably would have got an extra 3 points maybe if I was lucky. Mane, again, didn't do a lot. Disappointing, I thought he would have. Jorginho, I think because of the way Jorginho plays, he's very much in a player like, say, Xavi was at Barcelona, which is where he's on the ball a lot and he makes things tick, but he's not necessarily that guy who makes that killer pass or scores the goals. He's kind of the assister. So I feel like he might not be the best guy to have in the team. Pedro didn't play, unfortunately. Who knows what the result might have been if he had. Maddison did play, scored a goal, really good goal actually, for Leicester, and Leicester won fairly convincingly. Aguero, he got an assist. No, he scored, sorry, of course he scored. Zaha didn't do anything. So, yeah, Zaha came in, Alexander-Arnold and Trippier all came in because these three were in the team left over from last week and none of them played. So, yeah, see, there's to confirm that. 58 points, actually puts us really nicely under 500,000 overall, which I'm really chuffed about at this stage. Last year I'd have to have a look, but I was definitely maybe over 1 million, definitely, maybe even close to 2 million. I'd had a really bad start, I remember. So yeah, total players 5.63 million. I'm under 400,000, so I appreciate maybe at least half of that aren't going about, but that could still be at least 2.5 million people, which would put me in like the top 20%, which I'm really actually quite chuffed about so far. But it is a long season, so let's not start making predictions right now. In terms of the leagues, I actually went down in the Plays Cup. I think we had a new guy join us, possibly Adam Fox in the box, because I scored 2 points higher, but I'm still 20 points behind. So I think we've had a few people join. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. I keep forgetting to put the code in here, but there's a community post with it on, and if you go to like the first or second video, then it has I think it's the second video, it has the code. I'll try to remember to put it in the description, but if I don't, you can get it there as well. Highest scorer for the week was, Hope and Anchor FC, 68 points there. And De Gea, Robertson, Laporte, Trippier, Salah, Maddison. Captain Kane, 18 points. That's decent, actually. Why did he get 9 points? I got bonus points. Okay, fair enough. Jimenez, that's not a bad shout, Jimenez. Unfortunate about Tarkovsky there. I think Schürrle was a bad shout there, but fair enough, fair enough. But overall, I think very even for everybody this week. I don't think this was a big swinger of a week, unlike last week where I got quite a lot of points, and I don't think that many other people did because of Hazard being captain and all. So very, very even. Like I think the lowest here is like 47. The highest is like 68. So it's not much in it at all in the Plays Cup. I still, as I said, I will definitely send someone something for winning, whoever wins it. Of course, if I win, then you all have to send me something. That's the rules. I don't know if I explained that before, but that is the rules. So, yeah, overall, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. So, the games, right, well, Fulham against Watford was the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of how it works with UK kind of football, but I assume most people who watch this are probably from the UK, but if there's anybody who's not, then for reasons which I'll explain in a minute, we don't get to watch any matches that kick off at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. We can't watch them live. So from Burnley down to Man United, we couldn't watch live, which meant we couldn't watch Man City, Liverpool or Man United live. We had to watch highlights of that on Match of the Day. It sucks. The reason being that they want to protect attendances at football grounds. It's a completely antiquated rule, and I genuinely don't think it actually does anyone any favours anymore. There's an argument to say, well, the lure of the Premier League has been that there's these big supported clubs, these big crowds, and if you take that away, then perhaps people, the lure of the Premiership fades a little bit if you have like half-empty stadiums. But on the flip side of that, you can turn around and go, well, maybe you should stop charging 80 quid to watch a match and just charge a reasonable amount, and people would go. Like if it was 20 quid to watch a football match, I'd go whenever I could probably, but it's not. It's like if a couple people want to go, you're probably looking at least 120, 130 quid if you want any sort of food and drink as well while you're there. And for 90 minutes of entertainment, that is an outrageous price. You can watch a film for 90 minutes, 2 hours for 10 quid or less, and actually probably would enjoy that more because you know what's going to happen, or you know if it's a good film or not, right? So yeah, it's an antiquated law which is very anti-consumer based, and it's designed to try to protect the traditions of the Premier League, I guess, but it's just utter bullshit. But it did mean that we did miss some of the bigger games, I guess, but I also feel like this week's football matches, they didn't really light me on fire as much. I think because there were some just whitewashes and there were no real surprises. I think there was only one surprise, and that was the Burnley game. Otherwise, I probably would have predicted most of the other results. Maybe West Ham Chelsea, I think I would have predicted Chelsea to win that on there. But other than that, I think it all went as you probably would have expected. Fulham Watford 1-0. Fulham were awful in the first half. They are currently sitting in 15th. Watford are in 4th. They were playing with like this back three, but they didn't really know what they were doing, so they just ended up, I don't know, they just looked bad. They changed in the second half. They made some substitutions. They looked a lot better. They got back in the game and they managed to draw it. So yeah, it wasn't a terrible game, but I wouldn't say it was groundbreakingly exciting. Burnley Bournemouth was a weird one because Burnley scored against the run of play, their first 2 goals, and I think it really knocked the wind out of Bournemouth's sails. They just never really recovered, and then they just kept scoring, and it's weird, because Burnley, they kept a clean sheet. They scored 4 goals. They weren't entirely convincing, I don't think, but fair play to them. They're out the bottom 4 now. Or the bottom 3, I guess, is the more important with that win. They got 4 points from 6 games, very poor for them, but they've got Cardiff up next, and you'd probably fancy Burnley for that Cardiff game, wouldn't you? Maybe. As for Bournemouth, as I as I said, I think it was a bit of a blip. They had a lot of the possession, they had a lot of the ball, and yeah, they just kind of got sucker punched a bit. It does kind of make me look like an idiot after last week praising Eddie Howe so much, and then he goes and loses 4-0 away to the bottom side in the league. It's like, yeah, that's not quite so good, is it? But as I said, I think it was just one of those things, and it happened. I think Eddie Howe kind of reflected on that. Bournemouth are still 8th, still decent. They got 10 points from 6 games. I think they'll be pretty pleased with that. And they've got an easy game in their next one against Crystal Palace. So, yeah, things looking up at Bournemouth, I guess. And how much money did Bournemouth spend this season? Like, it was nothing, was it, really? I really do think they just spent nothing. I don't know if I can have a look at Premier League. I think that actually goes to AFC Bournemouth, doesn't it? Yeah. I think they really did not spend a lot of money, so fair play to them. They're doing pretty well. Yeah, and fair play to Burnley. I kind of hope Burnley get back on track. I think there's too many people who are kind of like so quick to jump on a bandwagon of like, oh, see, Sean Dyche, he gets caught out. Oh, he doesn't know how to do this, doesn't know how to do that. But the guy is experienced enough to know what he's doing, and like, I don't think anyone was panicking at Burnley at all. Just keep it calm, keep it going, get back to basics a bit, and I think they've got enough quality to survive. Cardiff against City. Did anybody really expect this to go any other way than this? I mean, it took Man City half an hour to score, so you give Cardiff credit for that, I guess. But like, I mean, a team like Cardiff is just light years away from Man City. The money that Man City have spent and Liverpool have spent and Chelsea and Arsenal and Man United over the years, even Spurs to some extent. Like, Cardiff are nowhere near able to compete with that. It is a Championship side against a Champions League side. It's it's like one of those matches you see in the Spanish league sometimes when like Barcelona or like Real Madrid play against one of the like really lowly teams. Because in Spain the prize money, the TV money is individually assigned. In the Premier League, it's actually split amongst all the teams. There's a little bit of weight towards the top, but not a lot. So it's kind of like a little bit fairer than it say is in Spain, where Real Madrid and Barcelona and Atletico kind of hoover up all the money for the TV rights. But yeah, it was kind of like one of those games really. You got to feel sorry for Cardiff, just getting beaten up like that. Neil Warnock is doing this weird thing though, where he seems to be really happy all the time, and it's a little disconcerting. I don't really know what's going on with him, but yeah, I guess at least he's happy. I don't know. They've got Burnley next, as I said. They really, really need a result out of that, don't they? Really badly. Because they can afford to write off these types of games. Like who else was it they lost to? Kind of, I guess, Arsenal and Chelsea. You gotta feel sorry for them. They've played Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City. Like, and they got 2 draws against similar sides. So they could get something against Burnley. But yeah, there's a lot of teams that are going to take a tonking from Man City and Liverpool and Chelsea and Man United this season, so they won't be alone. As for Man City, just look good, don't they? Still not, I think, quite up to say their best of last season. For whatever reason, I don't think it's a quality thing. It's just maybe a mental thing that they need to just get back into it. It is difficult, when you win the league, I guess, and you're so dominant, the previous series, to come back in again with that desire, and that's something which, the top players do have. I think Rio Ferdinand's talked about it a few times in Man United, of that desire to kind of come back, that winning mentality every game, to be on it when you've just gone and won the league, to come back and do it again is kind of mentally exhausting. But Pep just has that kind of mentality of like just push, this season, is it going to be a 2-horse race or a 3-horse race? Is it going to be just Man City, Liverpool, or is it going to be Chelsea involved as well? We'll get our answer next week, because Chelsea play Liverpool, so that will be interesting. Crystal Palace, Newcastle, I don't really have anything to say about this. Both sides, I guess it's maybe a decent result for Newcastle, to be fair. Stop the rot. They played they had some awful games to play, but I don't feel like Crystal Palace gave a good account of themselves. Sacco did have a pretty horrendous miss towards the end of the game that could have made all the difference, but at the end of the day, he missed it, and it's 0-0. And I don't know. I had a lot of hope and ambition for Crystal Palace this season, and it's not happening, and that sometimes you've just got to accept that, I think, and be like, well, next season, just keep moving forward. I know it's a long season, but I do feel like the problem we've got is the striker issue, and that ain't going away anytime soon. We've got like 4 decent strikers, if you count like Ayew, Connor Wickham, Sorloth and Benteke. It's just that none of them are really firing. it's a problem. I mean, for where we are and what club we are, they're not a bad strike. 4 strikers to choose from is more options than say Cardiff have got, or Huddersfield, or those types of teams. But it also, if they're not playing well, then it's not worth a lot, is it really? And they're not playing well, so it's hard. Can't do everything every week. He's pretty damn special, but he is still one man, and there's 21 others out there. Leicester beat Huddersfield 3-1. Nice result for Leicester. I think that I'm still sticking to my guns. I think Huddersfield are going to get relegated this season. I know they're bottom of the league. I just think they really did not strengthen pre-season, with enough quality, and I think I said before, they had that bounce when they joined the Premier League, which everyone has in their first season. I think they rode that, and they rode their luck a bit last season, and I think this season it might have gone. It's good to see them in the Premier League. I like it, but I think Cardiff are going to find this out this season, where it's like, if you go up to the Premier League, if you want to be up there with the big boys, you've got to either be incredibly well disciplined and good at what you do, a la Burnley and to a certain extent Bournemouth, and have a real set way of playing and a philosophy, or you have to spend big money on big players in the Fulham Wolves kind of style. And that's not to say both those sides will stay up, but they look a lot more likely to stay up than either Huddersfield or Cardiff. So well done to Leicester. I think Maddison is definitely going to be a England player by the end of the season. I think he's going to be a very important England player as well. I think he could be that guy we're looking for potentially to unlock, in midfield, that key pass, or make that little something happen with a dribble, or just do something like that. I think he could be that answer potentially. He needs to have some consistency going, and he needs to have a good season in the Premier League under his belt. But I think Southgate will be watching him very carefully there, because he does look very, very good. And you got to wonder why a big club didn't come in for him, like a bigger club. And obviously, I guess that's something to do with the fact that he played in the Championship, and there's that kind of bias. But if you're a good player, you're a good player, aren't you? It doesn't matter where you play. Liverpool 3, Southampton 0. Again, nothing really unexpected here in any way. Southampton haven't been great this season. I think Danny Ings has been pretty good for them. He was obviously couldn't play because he's on loan there from Liverpool. And despite Liverpool playing, I wouldn't say a second team, but a few kind of reserves, or not necessarily first teamers in the side, or trying out like Matip, and Shaqiri was excellent but only played half the season, half the match for some weird reason. I don't know why they didn't keep him on, but it's going to be a long season for Southampton, and Liverpool just look better and better. That's 6 games in a row they've won. You know, if you include the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain, that's 7 games. Only conceded two goals. This is Liverpool, where people were like, oh, they have a terrible defence. Oh, that's their problem. Well, it's not their problem right now, is it? Because, you know, some of the games they've won this season, they were the type of games they would have drawn last season. Because, you know, like maybe the Leicester one or the Brighton one, or Palace, because their defence wasn't as good, you know, and now they're sorting that out. And I think Liverpool, and to a certain extent Man City, are shining examples of money being put to good use at a football club. Like, without doubt, yeah, no one's expecting, you know, a lot of other teams in the Premier League outside the top 6 to be able to compete with those two in the financial terms. But money doesn't guarantee success. Look at Man United. You know, look at Arsenal. They've spent a lot of money over the last few years. They've brought a few £50 million players. No success. You know, Man United spent £100 million on a player. No success, really. Well, not the success they would expect, shall we say. A UEFA Cup and a League Cup, or I can't remember if they won the FA Cup or not. I can't remember, but you know, it's not the Champions League and League, which is what their ambitions are. So it's all right to have money, okay? That's a thing, but you've got to spend it well. And like, I feel like Man City and Liverpool both identified areas they needed a player in, and they went out and they got that player, and they didn't give up until they got that player. In Liverpool, it was Van Dijk. You know, they were like, that's the player who's going to make the difference for us. They went out and got him. They looked at Alisson and went, that's the player who's going to make the difference. They got him. Keita as well. That's the player. We got him. You know, and Man City to a certain extent did that when they were like, right, we need wing backs. You know, full backs, wing backs. Mendy, boom, you're in. Kyle Walker, boom, you're in. And that's, I think, what smart recruitment is about, is looking at where your weakness is and making it stronger. And I know it's difficult sometimes for clubs. You know, Tottenham pulled this one where they're like, well, there was nobody who would necessarily improve our team, so we didn't sign anyone. It's like, that's all well and good, but you know, if you're going to work your wing backs, if you're going to work your team hard, you need replacements. And you know, it's not good enough to just turn around and say, we're only going to buy players who will improve the team. Arsenal did that for a long time. Look where they are. If you've got the money, you go out there, you see the player you want, you go and get them. That's what a big club does. You know, that's what a Real Madrid does. That's what a Barcelona does. If you want to be one of the big clubs, that's what you've got to do. But I think Liverpool and Man City have identified that, and they're doing that, and this is the reward they're getting. Man United Wolves. I mean, Man United took a little bit of a tonking here, didn't they? You know, they were on the back foot a lot in this game. Wolves really came at them very strong, and gave them a real good game. Fred got his first of the season, but Coutinho fired back, and really, I think if it wasn't for De Gea, but I mean, Patricio did also make his fair share of saves, but De Gea made some very good ones, and I think a 1-1 is totally deserved for both teams. The recent news that came out today was that Mourinho has told Pogba he's never going to captain Man United again. And this is off the back of some comments that Pogba made to journalists, people like that, where he pulled that trick again, where he was saying, like, I think he came out and saw them, and Pogba's not a guy who actually often goes out and does interviews or things like that, but he did. He saw out some journalists and he said to them, you know, at home we should be attack, and they were like, well, why don't you do that then? And he was like, well, you need to speak to the manager, you know, oh, the manager knows, I can't say, blah, blah, blah. He pulled that trick again, which he did earlier in the season. You can't do that. That is disgraceful behaviour, in my opinion. You openly go, and whatever you want to say about, oh, well, he didn't openly criticise Mourinho, you didn't come out and say it. We all know he's criticising Mourinho, and it doesn't matter if you think Mourinho's the right manager or not for Man United. I don't think he is personally, but you cannot, as a professional football player, go to the press press and slag off your manager. You cannot do that. I would not want a player at my club who does that. Because where is the stability? Where is the leadership there? Where is the professionalism? You know, this has always been the problem with Pogba. That's why they let him go in the first place. A professionalism, you know. And he's come back from the World Cup. And listen, he is a fantastic player. He is one of the best players in the world. He is, on his day, unplayable, you know, and every other day a pretty consistent footballer. But, I'm sorry, you cannot get away with doing that. You cannot come back from the World Cup as Mr. Billy Big Balls and start turning around and saying things like that because you think you're bigger than the manager or whatever. It will lead your club to disaster. And, like, he knows this or whatever. I think, yeah, well, he should do. He can't be that arrogant, surely, that he doesn't know this. If I was Mourinho, I mean, listen, Mourinho has brought some of this on himself. Of course he has. But you also expect some professionalism from his team. Like, we all saw what happened with him and some of the players at Chelsea. Like, they turned on him there. And it's disgusting to see. I don't care. You know, it really sours my opinion on people if they, you know, either stop playing for their manager, because it's not the manager who's really getting that affected. Like, if Mourinho gets sacked tomorrow, he's going to walk away with 15 million or whatever, and he'll walk into another job next week. It's the fans, you know. This is not what you want. These guys, you know, some of them might be, you know, in low earning jobs or whatever, save up their money, buy a season ticket, you know, go week in, week out, support their team, and then you just, because you don't quite get on with this guy, you're just gonna either put in a half-assed performance, or you're just gonna sow seeds of discontent within the team. And my personal opinion is I'd get rid of him and Mourinho. I don't think they're players I would want at my football club. I mean that genuinely. Like, as I said, I think Pogba is talented enough to be one of the best players in the world. I just think his professionalism and temperament is not what it should be to be a professional footballer, and or to be one of the elite footballers in the world. I'd much rather have you know, a player like, if you look at Mo Salah, the thing I love about Mo Salah is he's always smiling. Every single time, whether it's a miss or he scores, or, you know, Liverpool come close, you know, the camera zooms in on him and he's just there beaming away, like he loves it, you know. And I know when you're winning, it's easy to be like that, and losing does often, you know, bring in rifts and things like that. But, you know, a good team is about sticking together. If you're a player, you know, you got to back your manager publicly. If in private, if Pogba wants to go to Mourinho's office and have it out with him, do that, you know. But publicly, you cannot do that. And, you know, shame on Pogba for doing that, I really think. People might say, well, he's just passionate, you know, he just wants to win, and, you know, he just wants to, you know, club to be better, and maybe he doesn't think Mourinho's the right guy or whatever. Well, listen, my opinion is this, or maybe he doesn't think the team's attacking it enough, they should go in a different direction. Number one, as I said, speak to Mourinho in private. Okay, maybe you say he's already done that, and it didn't work. He joined that club knowing Mourinho was the manager, knowing the style of football they were going to play, knowing what his position would be. I don't understand why this is coming as a shock to him. Oh, we don't attack at home. When the hell does a Mourinho team attack? What they do is they get 1 or 2 goals and they shut up shop. That's what Mourinho team does. Like, either he is a complete idiot or his agent lied to him. Because if you go and play for Mourinho, you know exactly what you're going to get. The guy's been a manager for a while now. He's had fallings out with players before. People see the types of players he likes, the type of players he doesn't like. And if you're a player and you're going to go play for him, and maybe you're wanted by other clubs, because I'm pretty sure Pogba was wanted by other clubs, or he could have stayed at Juventus for another season. Why would you go and join him? Well, I'll tell you why you go and join him. You join him because prestige, money, fame, status. None of the reasons why you should join a football club. It all comes home to roost, doesn't it? You know, it all comes home to roost. Sure, Pogba just won the World Cup, don't get me wrong. He's had a brilliant career, and he's a brilliant player. But I think he joined Man United for the wrong reasons. I think he just, you know, caught up in the hype there a bit. I don't think his performances have been befitting the price tag that he has, or the reputation he had coming to Man United. And I think he's capable of much, much more. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of comes about from that. Wolves, though, did look good. They do look really good. They play some nice football. They give their opponent a game. You know, that's all you can ask sometimes. And they gave Man United a game, and they nearly came away with a win. They probably, yeah, it would have been deserved, I think. But yeah, ultimately, it wasn't quite to be for them. And then Brighton and Spurs. Very close for Spurs to be kind of coming back, or very close for Brighton to come back and get something out of this. But a massively important win for Spurs. You know, they had lost, 3 or 4 on the trot, if you include like Champions League, I think. And it's just not good enough for Spurs. I think that they're desperately wanting to push into that top 4. And I know everyone goes on about how good Pochettino is, and I do agree Pochettino is a brilliant coach, but also he needs to win something. Like he desperately needs this Spurs team to win. That's something to push on, just for a psychological boost, I think. Because this is the best Spurs side that they have had in a long time, you know, since the days of Gascoigne probably, and they have to make the most of this kind of golden generation, if you like. I hate that term, but yeah, they have to make the most of it, because who knows when it's going to come round again. The stadium thing is not helping, obviously. They need to sort that out as soon as possible, but you know, on the pitch, Kane scores, great, good, but they need to do more. I will say on the plus side, it's great to see Anthony Knockaert come back, and also Aaron Lennon for Burnley scored as well. There, it's great because Lennon was suffering, publicly with depression. He came out and said about it, and Knockaert also was suffering from depression from the death of his father and his marriage breaking up. And I don't care how much money people get paid. At the end of the day, if depression hits you, it hits you. It doesn't matter. You can't just give yourself, go out on a shopping spree and suddenly it's gone away. I'm not going to say that people with a lot of money have necessarily the same problems as people who don't have money, but you still can get, you're still human beings at the end of the day. Every single one of these people are human beings with their own failings, and mental health is a fragile thing, and it's great to see them both back scoring, for their respective teams as well. And don't, if you personally suffer from anything like depression or any sort of like mental health illnesses, like really seek help for it, because it's not a broken bone. It's not going to heal with time. It's not a you can't take a couple of tablets and it'll go away. You can't take a Lemsip and you'll feel better in a few days. Like, it will stick with you for your life. You have to. What people will help you deal with is they will help you deal with it, and they will help you find ways to, I don't want to say ways to live with it, but ways to, help yourself to necessarily prevent, or ways in which you can work to, better it. But this kind of mental illness will dog people for the rest of their lives, and once I think people are onto it, and once they are open about it and how it happens, I think that will help them a lot. So yeah, I'm glad that they were doing well. West Ham Chelsea 0-0. Chelsea had a lot of possession in this one. West Ham without Arnautovic are a very different beast to West Ham with. Who would have thought Arnautovic would be the go-to guy, the Wilfried Zaha, if you like, of West Ham. But I guess he is. And it's a good result, I think, for West Ham, to be fair. Chelsea were kind of flying, they had a 100% record, and they managed to keep them out. I kind of feel a bit like Chelsea were a little bit off on the day. Certainly Morata missed a couple of chances. I know that Chelsea fans are not big fans of Morata. Clearly, he's going through some mental issues. I think technically, physically, he has all the, everything there to be a top striker. It's just confidence at the minute, and from Chelsea's point of view, like what they're going to do, play Giroud. I think Sarri's system calls for a pretty mobile striker, and the most mobile striker they've got really is Morata. So what are you going to do? At Napoli he had Dries Mertens up front, who was a kind of like a midfielder who they kind of turned into a striker, or like a kind of number 10 almost, wasn't he? Almost like a Hazard type player. They turned into a striker, and people are saying maybe I'll do that with Hazard, but then you're like, okay, but who replaces Hazard? And they can't buy another player till January or even the end of the season for a top quality player. So I think they've just got to try to make do with what they've got. Also, I've nominated Sarri for worst dressed manager in the league as well, because man, he is just like wakes up in the morning, sees any old t-shirt, whacks that on, goes down the training ground. He doesn't care, does he? In some ways, I admire it. I'm like, yeah, I feel like Unai Emery is a little bit too slick for my liking, a little bit too like well groomed, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, like I'm just talking about my personal preference, but I feel like there's a little bit too much like attention paid to his kind of slickness, and it's almost like he feels a bit like a magician, like it's all about the prestige. It's not about the actual content. And whereas Sarri looks very much more like just I think somebody said he looks like he's just about to pop down to the bookies to place a bet, and I kind of admire that about him a little bit. But it is in contrast to these Italian managers we've seen in the past. Mancini was a very stylish guy. Zola, Vialli, who else was there? Ancelotti, obviously as well. Antonio Conte was always well dressed, and then Sarri kind of comes in. You're like, oh my goodness, this guy. But yeah, I think Chelsea, like next week's a massive game for them. Liverpool, I mean, that's a big one, right? That is a big game, and yeah, they've got to be on it for that. They've got to be really on it, and I fancy Liverpool for it. I really do. I think Liverpool just got everything, as long as Van Dijk's okay. But Chelsea do have the quality to beat Liverpool, so we'll see from there. And if they do, then it opens up the race again. It's probably going to be a 0-0 draw, and it'll be crap, won't it? But hey, we'll see. Arsenal beat Everton. Everton, little unlucky, yeah, sure. Second Arsenal goal's offside, but I think Petr Cech had a really good day, made some really good saves. I'm still not convinced by Arsenal in any way. I mean, they've just won 4 on the trot though, so what am I saying? I think Lacazette and Aubameyang both have to play. They look so good together. They really look really good. Like, top quality. Their defence is bloody awful. They have to sort that out, Their defence and Fulham's both look terrible. Fulham is like cobbled together with loan signings and like panic signings almost, and Arsenal's is kind of like just also cobbled together really from panic signings a bit, and like it I think they've got everything they need up front. They just need to sort out that defence, and 9 goals conceded in 6 games. It's a lot. That is a lot for a team with top 6 ambitions, or top 4 ambitions, sorry, so we'll see how that goes for them. And Everton, well, I think I've said before, I've never been entirely convinced by Marcus Silva. I feel like he had 2 good half seasons, and that was kind of it. And I don't think he's proved himself enough in the Premier League to have the Everton job personally. he needs time, no. Like, I'm not saying he needs to get sacked tomorrow or anything like that. No, he needs time. He needs to build, and he needs to be able to afford. You know, Everton need to give him that time. But I feel like he is very, very overrated as a manager. Personally, I think Eddie Howe would have far suited Everton a lot better. I'm not saying Eddie Howe would have gone to Everton or was even interested or they even approached him. I just think like there's maybe, I don't know, like there's other managers around I think who have done more in the Premier League in their time, or even in other leagues in the world than Marco Silva, and yeah, I think he is an example of the foreign manager bias, where you're like, oh, if he's foreign, he must be good. English managers are all so, you know, they're also dinosaur-y, they're also antiquated in their ways, and, you know, they're not capable of their teams playing good football or anything like that. Well, it's just not true. There are some English managers who are crap, absolutely. There's quite a lot who are really good. But anyway, I've banged on about that enough in the past. The other thing that happened was the FIFA Awards, the Ballon d'Or, won by Luka Modric. First time it hasn't been won by Messi or Ronaldo since 2007. Can you believe that? 11 years. They've been trading blows in that competition. About time it went to someone else. Listen, I think Luka Modric is very deserving of that award. I also think the award is just a total joke. Football is a team game. Turning around and saying this is the best player is just pointless. It's worthless. Plus, Michael Owen won it one year, so it is worthless in my opinion. All it's been used for is Ronaldo better than Messi, and like it's a nonsense. They play in different positions, they do different roles. Like it's just a nonsense. The whole award. Salah won a goal of the year with, as James Milner put it, his 7th best goal of the season. I mean, again, that's a nonsense. I don't know what they were doing there. I don't listen. FIFA are a joke. Okay, they are just they are like a they kind of remind me of a kind of sort of like, I don't want to say this in an offensive way, but they remind me of like a hillbilly, the Beverly Hillbillies, if you remember them, who like struck oil and then they just like, with FIFA it's kind of like these people who are like, they're all about the stardom flash with all this money they've got, and there's absolutely zero substance to anything they do, like zero substance, and it's full of bureaucracy, and it's just a way for people to get rich and sucking the money out of the game and all that kind of stuff. And you know, don't get me wrong, there's probably a lot of people working at FIFA who do really good jobs on things, and charity organisations, and looking to innovate the game with VAR and stuff like that. But there's also so many who are there just leeching for the game, and you know, this kind of award ceremony is so up its own arse. It's just unreal, you know. Gianni Infantino, the president, is got no time for that guy at all. I think they replaced Sepp Blatter with someone even worse, personally. But there you go. There you go, my opinion. Other things happened as well. Newcastle, Kevin Keegan's come out and been speaking about them. You know, speaking of like joke owners or joke like people, Mike Ashley. I mean, I feel so sorry for Newcastle. They're such a good club, as in well supported. A lot of, you know, big lot of history there. You know, their fans. They're them and like I think Liverpool and possibly Everton fans as well. Other type of fans which are just like, they live for their football, you know, and to see a guy come in and just leech from that club as well is just disgusting to see. And yeah, I hope he chokes on his beer. Only a little bit. I don't want him to die or anything, Jesus, but just enough so that his life flashes before his eyes and suddenly he has a change of heart and actually invests some money and runs Newcastle in a decent way and gives people who work at Sports Direct actual proper contracts, not 0-hour contracts. That would be good. That would be good as well. Anyway, yeah, as we kind of said, West Ham United That looks like that could be a decent game. Arsenal, Watford, tough game. Everton, Fulham, tough game. I fancy Spurs for that one. I definitely fancy City to beat Brighton. Probably fancy Leicester. I think they're on a good roll, but it could be close. Could be a draw. Wolves, I'd fancy to beat Southampton. And I don't know really about this one. I think Liverpool are going into that favourites, but I think only very, very slight favourites. Cardiff, Burnley on the Sunday. You've got all those games. I think they put one game on Super Sunday, and it's Cardiff, Burnley. Which, no offence to either of those sides, but unless you're a fan of either of those clubs, are you gonna go anywhere near that game? Like, I mean, I'm quite happy I'm working on Sunday because I'm like, Jesus Christ, if I had like Sunday off to watch football, I'd be like, oh, that's depressing as hell. You know, Chelsea, Liverpool on the Saturday evening, and then Cardiff, Burnley, and it's even worse on bloody Monday, Bournemouth, Palace. God, I guess you always get those weeks, don't you? If we got a good game on TV the week after. Man United. Oh, Liverpool City. Yes. Okay, that's a big game. Whew. Okay, well, I'm going to finish up there. Hopefully we had some audio this time. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know how you're doing in your league. I'm always intrigued to know if you've got any tips for players you think I should bring in for the week after. I'm genuinely going to try and remember this week to do that. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. It's been my pleasure. I'll see you soon.